chasing your shadow, but I will never know where we'll end up. I will follow where we go.
So hopefully everything is working, and I am back with another live stream Friday nights. This is Kemet1976. So as you could probably tell, I am a little bit exhausted, getting back late, just doing some cover work for someone. So yeah, Friday night. So last week I did some. One second. So last week I streamed on the Xbox. I can still stream on both. So any requests, let me know. How you doing, Psych? Nice to see you back in the stream. Thanks very much for joining. So yeah, I'm on PS4 at the moment, but I can easily switch between the two on the go. It is not a problem. I have them both hooked up. So there's no maps in particular, but if there's any maps you want me to try, just currently on consoles, it is taking me a while to sort my PC out. I am having some silly issues trying to get all three of them to stream through the same application. I had it set up like that before, but it means moving my capture card around a bit, and my computer does not like that for some reason. So I am saving up to get a new PC. We just don't know what the problem is, so it's hard for me to capture. So yeah, since you're the only one here at the moment watching, I can well, I'm actually, as a matter of fact, yeah, I'll start off by selecting something in my but if you've got any suggestions, don't be afraid to put those suggestions up, and I will play them. One second. So solo. So I'm just going to go for the solo stuff for now. quick browse, browse, just because category, just my favourites. Like that. So I've only got a few at the moment. I don't know which one it was that I played. Oh yeah, that's right. The one that I played, District 1. Can't remember what District 1 is. Or who was that by? Who was that by? Oh right, Jimmy Bob. Ah, Jimmy Bob. I remember this one. District 1. I'm actually gonna play through this one. So I know it's a bit of a late stream tonight. I want you to stream the is it the Living Dead? I can't remember which one it is. I think it's like the Living Dead pack, the last DLC to drop from what do you call it? The last DLC to drop from Ubisoft. I do have that, but I've heard that it actually dropped early on the Xbox, so it wasn't meant to be released. So I don't want to do any spoilers. But later on, if people want me to go through that, I will do. But at the moment, I'm just going to play through this. So this map is by Jimmy Bob, and it's District 1, which is a good map. I did a video on this on my channel, on my YouTube channel. How you doing, Remo? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you in here. Oh, fantastic. Psych. Right, okay then. There's a map on Xbox called Rocket Ricochet, but it's a multiplayer though. It's very fun. I think guys called Disco made it. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna do like a yeah, I've got DLC. It's pretty fun. Yeah. I think with the multiplayer stuff, the multiplayer weekend. How you doing, Steve Botter? It's great to see you, man. All good from rainy Sweden. So it's raining in Sweden, is it? It's quite warm and sticky over here in the UK. So yeah. So this map is called District 1 by Jimmy Bob. If you haven't seen the video, go check out the video called District 1 on my channel. I will be putting up some new stuff. I'm just working on some new content for my channel at the moment. So yeah, this is Survivor.
Journey.
Let's go. DLC. So guys, Remo and Steve, I've just been talking about the DLC that just dropped for the Xbox. It dropped early. I was thinking about playing through that, but I don't know if anyone's interested in any spoilers or if they're interested in the main game or anything like that. So I may play through some of that as well too tonight. So welcome back to your Friday night roast with Kemet1976. Would not mind some DLC. It's if you don't want any spoilers, if you don't care about spoilers, I will play through that tonight for definite. Get some Living Dead through there, or what I might do is I might set up a stream for tomorrow and do. Okay, not sure I'll make it to the end of the stream anyway. I'm rather knackered. That's fair enough. So what I might do is I might stream early tomorrow, at a more suitable time. It's just that I got in late and I like my Friday night streams. So yeah, let's get going. I think with the DLC, I think I'm gonna stream that. I think I'll stream that tomorrow. I think I'll stream the DLC tomorrow, possibly. Might even do it tonight. I don't know. Depends. Right, okay. Need to find a weapon. As you guys know, I like to play with the hood off sometimes. Oh, is it roasting? Oh, am I gonna get roasted? Oh, I got roasted. And there's your Friday night roast.
You lose.
I get points for getting roasted. Let's replay that again. So, Psych, I'm actually glad that you enjoyed the DLC. I think out of it was a knife. It was a knife roast right in between the eyes. Failed.
Retreat! Retreat! Journey.
Harvest every creature we can before the collapse takes place. Okay. Die, sinner! Got me!
Ooh.
Watch me kill!
Oh wow. This guy's invincible. He's turning invincible on me. Huh. Right, okay. Not be turning invincible on me. I'm sure there is.
Fire in the hand of God, sinner! He's gonna pluck you like a fly! Lost the target! Find him! Go! If I can't find the sinner, God will take care of him.
Right, go through these boxes. See the chat. Tosser roast. Are you calling me names now? Oh, my mistake. Tosser roast. Yeah. Well, they did have certain animals. Well, aren't we due for an asset drop in September? I think there's supposed to be an asset drop in September, isn't there? As far as I've heard. Ooh. Have it. Shot right in his forehead.
I'm gonna harvest your an apple in the fall.
There we go. But I'm sure there's a weapon in here. Yep. I bet. It's always difficult. See, I like the level of difficulty when you turn the hood off. It's really cool. Tagging. So the game's tagging indicators don't show, yet the sound of you discovering enemies plays. Is that a bug? I don't know whether it is. I don't know whether it is a bug or not. I'm not sure. Might be a sound glitch. It's possible. Let me see. Is there any more ammo in here? No, I don't think there's any more ammo. Oh, it took a while to go down. Didn't even see him. He came out of nowhere. It's always difficult when you move from you know, when you've been playing on a 4K screen and then you go to a 1080p screen. I need another 4K screen. Right. Yeah.
Come on, we gotta find him. We saw a target near that building. Let's make peace with your god. God is done with you, sinner. No point delaying the trip to hell.
Do you know what? I'm gonna go in bread. And I get roasted. I should have stayed where I was, right? I should have stayed right where I was. In addition, Far Cry 5's next update will give all players more assets and tools. I mean, we got some bad news over the last few days. Even though we've got so much. Hang on 1 second. Even though we have. Even though we have a lot of assets and things like that, they're not adding another game mode into Far Cry 5, which I think is really disappointing, which is something that we're going to be talking about in the next podcast, and I think the next podcast is next week, I believe. So I've also heard that the zombies dropped early on the Xbox. I've heard that it's not supposed to have dropped when it did. I've heard it's come early. Well, Xbox screwed up too early. Alright, see. I see. Also, so it's possible that we may get some more Mars assets as well too. Alright, okay. Dead Living Zombies will be released on the 28th of August. Okay, so it's meant to release on the 28th of August. That's crazy. That so everybody on Xbox got that early. So guys, what do you think about the news that we that there's not going to be any added mods, game mods? I mean, I know it's something that we're going to talk about in the podcast for sure. Too bad for multiplayers, yeah. For the third time in a row, multiplayer got shafted. The fact that people are just gonna get bored with the multiplayers. Do you know what I mean? And I think they're just gonna switch to this, making single player maps, because no one's gonna want to play the multiplayer maps. I don't know what the multiplayer base is, but I just don't play multiplayer anymore, and it's a shame because there's some great maps out there. So you know, for the third time running, multiplayer's been shafted, unfortunately. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to. Guys, who wants to see what I've been working on? You want to see what I've been working on? I'll show you what I've been working on, single player. Before we get started. Right, arcade editor. Yes. Okay then. That's a definite. I'll show you what I've been working on. Give you a little insight to what I've been working on. I know everybody wants to see it, but I've been. See, the thing is, I take so long building my maps because, like I said, my life doesn't always revolve around gaming and stuff. So, you know, I like to do sort of like different things, and work as well too has a huge part to play in it. Plus the fact that I don't ever want to suffer burnout neither, because when you get burnt out, it's awful, man. When you get burnt out, you just don't feel like doing anything. And see, the thing is, yeah, I feel kind of like one of those guys that are kind of late to the party, even though I've been, you know, working on this map, but I've also been procrastinating because I wanted to see how you know, what Ubisoft was going to do with Far Cry 5. I have to give them credit in some areas, and some areas I feel really disappointed. So, you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. So no vehicle respawning. So it kind of rules out large maps. You know, for vehicle respawns. So once a vehicle is done, That's it. So Syke says, I was pretty angry. It just seemed lazy on Ubisoft's part. If they want the game to have long life, span. They need to add new game modes. See, this is what I don't understand, right? Like I said, we're going to be discussing a lot of this in the podcast. So when the podcast, you know, when we hit the podcast, next week. I think the podcast is on next week. Let me just double check my calendar. So yeah, so the podcast is next weekend. So we're going to be discussing that. So it's kind of a shame that they've given us such a great map editor. As a matter of fact, the best map editor we've ever had in any Far Cry series, just to be let down with lack of game modes. And what's killing the multiplayer off now is, I mean, some of it's been fixed. I know some people are having some issues with textures stretching and you know certain things in the editor, but that's not really a big problem. I mean, the wider problem is is basically the vehicle respawning and the lack of game modes. And I just think that multiplayer is just, no one's gonna want to play multiplayer at all, because you need to have something interested in multiplayer. Do you know what I mean? That other than just team deathmatch or deathmatch is kind of boring. So right. So anyway, this is a map that I've been working on. This is my spider tank. I've been working on this for like forever. It's taken the cake to build and rebuild. The original build was built out of these blocks, and each leg was like 101 pieces to build. And then when the Mars assets dropped, I started switching them, and I built this tank instead. Well, I just rebuilt it. It's exactly the same, but I replaced it. And then when we got the other assets, I replaced these spheres as well too, for the joints. So I've just literally this weekend I've just been working on the hydraulics, you know, just for the back end of the spider. So I'll just give you a little bit of a look into this. I'll do this real quick and then start playing some gameplay. And this is just really one part. Yeah, this is just really one part of it. So here's this is not, I'm working on this. This needs redesigning. I don't like the look of this, so I am definitely going to redesign this. So as you see, the doors open up, and the hatches at the top, you can pull them down with handles. So they've got like handlebars that you pull down to close the hatch. So they look like kind of like hydraulics. How feasible it looks. Nice, thank you. So yeah, I'm just working on the inside. I actually gutted the inside of it because I didn't like the way that the inside looked, so I completely gutted it again, and just sort of like, you know, so this weekend I'm hoping to sort of rebuild the inside of this, but it's looking really good as a single player. You will get to this point, but it's not looking too bad. I'm happy with it. And then I've got inside here, the flooring looks quite good. Hang on a second. I'm happy with the way the flooring is. Just needs adjusting a little bit. But other than that, the floor looks great. It's an inside building, work in progress. Obviously, I've got things all over the place. And then I've got my cells here. So I'm working a little bit more on that. I don't want to show too much, but the main attraction is well, one of the part where you start off with, and I like this because I've put random spawn points in, so there's like 3 spawn points. So what I wanted to do was every time you start the game, you have a chance of starting in either 3 places when you start the game. So let me just give you an example of how this is played from the beginning. So we'll try and go for a stealth.
Assault.
So each time you start it, I wanted to jump in the tank and start blowing things up. It will happen sooner or later. So there is 3 spots in this game, yeah, where you actually spawn.
I hate this weather.
Grab him. I'm hiding right round here somewhere.
Nothing worse than a person who can't do anything.
Let's put him down there. And so basically, this is one of the alleys where you start off. Again, it's work in progress.
God damn it!
Well, guess the stealth action's out the way.
Oh, that's deep.
Man, I will kill you! Are you sure I never saw him?
That was close. That was close. That was real close. I've just got one more to do. There we go. So that's 10 enemies. I've still got so much work to do on that. It's how you doing, Harry? Welcome to the stream. Self roast on your own. That was close. that was really close.
Assault.
So impressive use of generic shapes, by the way. Thank you very much. So basically, you can literally start in 3 places. So you can start at the top here. You can actually start in this building. So you can start in this building, or you can start in the alleyway across the way. So you can start around here. So it will randomize you, which I like. You know, I kind of like that way. So yeah.
Assault.
Nice show around. So basically, yeah, this is like these are like apartment blocks. They're meant to be. And what I've done is I've mixed and matched for basically for gameplay flow and detail. As you can see,
I just farted.
trying to get as much detail out as possible. I've still got some work to do. through the steps, the balconies. Up here to the left, there's the what do you call it? There's another living space up here.
We'll need hunters.
You've got kitchen. You've got your balcony here. And you've got your bathroom, toilet. Again, this needs some more work on. A little bit more detailing out. The bedroom's finished. I don't need. There's no more work needs doing. This is completely finished.
I hear you, friend.
So I'm really happy with this. You know, from the skirting boards to the wallpaper, the lighting that shows through the window is perfect, and the dust that comes through the windows as well too. I really do like that when the light shines and you get that dust that comes through. I really do that. Like that. You might want to use some more clutter. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm definitely going to be using a little bit more clutter in certain areas. But I still have to watch how much how much I use. There's a lot of work that needs to go into this. Hopefully within about 2 to 3 weeks I should finish the map. I'm hoping.
Not listening.
Actually could live there. Thank you very much, Remo. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. So like I said, there's still a lot of work. I'm building this in sections basically. So once you've finished in this area, then you move on to the next area, and I don't want to show what's down here yet. There's going to be a nice surprise for what's down here, so I'm leaving that out. So yeah, that's a project that I'm working on. Let's see, back to the editor. We'll get to that DLC. Assassin's Creed. You might want to use some more clutter. Assassin's Creed 4 objects, industrial wreckage. Okay, I might have a look at that. Thank you very much for the heads up. I'll actually check that out when I get to mapping. As a matter of fact, yeah, what I'll do is I'll show you the original manage map. Is it manage map? I'll show you the original one. Is it edit my maps? I'll show you the original spider tank. I'm sure I still have it. I think I still have it. I should still have it. So when you see the original tank, you'll understand why I made the changes that I did. I think it was the right thing to do. I really do. It saved me a lot of assets and a lot of what do you call it, texturing. Right, so where are we? Oh, that was a bit jerky. So here's the original spider tank. This is the first build of the spider tank. As you can see, the legs look too I don't know, do you know what I mean? Like, this is the original build of the spider tank. And you can see how many pieces it takes to to build these spheres. That's what goes into this. Yeah, so this is the original spider tank. I kept this because somebody said it was worth keeping, just to show the originality. And again, this one I'll probably finish this off. At some point, as the original piece. And you can see there how I was trying to make the improvements when the Mars assets came out. So like I said, this is the original piece, and you see how many pieces that go into this. It's just ridiculous. How I was building this. So this could be like a prototype or something like that of the original. know. And I think that the newer version looks a little bit more organic. I do believe that it looks a little bit more organic. But when I first built this, it took the cake to build, man. Seriously. Look pretty cool, but your new one looks fantastic. Thank you very much, Sag. Yeah. So that's enough of my map, showing off my map. Let's get to some gameplay. Thank you very much for being interested in my little project that I'm working on. So hopefully within the next 3 weeks or so, I should, you know, be near enough to sort of like finishing my map, because I'm going, you know, I'm really going hard at it at the moment. I keep it to buildings when it comes to generic shapes. Could you read my first comment, please? All right, the first comment. Oh, up. I keep it to buildings when it comes to generic shapes. There's nothing wrong with trying different things. I actually have what you call a map graveyard. I'm not showing anyone it right now, but I have a map graveyard where I spend my time building things. If I want to build something, I don't see it as being too far out of my reach. Right, okay. Oh, your very first one. Are you talking about? You said you've got a map. Is it on the Xbox, Harry? Is it on the Xbox? It's on the Xbox, right? Okay. Right, okay, right. So, right, I've got a map. I want you to try out. It's a survival map, but all it really is a showcase for what maps actually built for in team deathmatch map. I basically want you to critique the map, not the gameplay. It's called movie sets zombies. So you want me to critique your map? Okay, that can be arranged. If you're sure you want me to critique your map, because it's not something that I tend to do. I don't really like critiquing the map, but I'm sure people will help me out in the chat. I'll get to that, and then I'll get to the zombies DLC. We'll get to some zombie slaying, but I know Steve's got to get off early, isn't it? Because he's been up quite late. So let's get to it. All right, let's get out of here. Where are we now? Right, exit. Here we go. So, Psych, you use generic shapes for ships. Like I tell you what I do, yeah. I like science fiction. And I like the sort of like, you know, the cyberpunk sort of like, you know, cyberpunk sort of like manga series. So I'm into, you know, I'm into like the old mangas like Cyber City 0808, or I used to have what you called the cyberpunk collection, manga cyberpunk collection, which was Genocyber 1 to 3, Cyber City 0808 1 to 3, and Dominion Tank Police 1 to 3. And that was called the Cyberpunk Collection. That's when it was on VHS, the days of the videotapes. Goes to show how old I am, huh? So where are we at? Arcade. Open arcade. Let's go. Solo single. Browse. I want it to be better, but I'm not sure how. So critique anyway. Critique away. Okay, fair enough. If that's what you want. Right. Okay. Category. No. Search by name. And what's it called? Movie sets zombies. Harry, the next podcast is actually next week. I'm not sure whether it's going to be on Saturday or Sunday. Harry, are you in any of the Facebook groups at all? One's called Map Editors, Far Cry 5 Map Editors, and the other one is called Far Cry 5 Multiplayer and Editor, I think it is. Right, what's it called? Movie. Right, movie. I hate the normal Xbox. Right, movie. Set. Is it sets? Oh, right, yeah, it's sets. And then zombies, is that a capital Z? Yep, it is. Movie sets zombies. Right, okay. Movie sets zombies. Right. Add that to favorites. And download that. And no, I don't have Facebook. Just YouTube, Discord, and Twitch. Okay, so I'm not sure whether I'm going to be holding it on the Saturday or the Sunday, but it's definitely going to be one of those 2 days. So the date of the next podcast, and I think it's podcast 12. Podcast 12 is either going to be held on the 25th or the 26th. It'll be on one of those 2 days. Harry, do you have Twitter at all? Are you on Twitter? Oh no, you just said that you were on YouTube, YouTube, Discord, and Twitch. Yeah, yeah, mainly because you can change the textures of the shapes, so you can make different types of ships. They're pretty useful. Cool. I won't be there on the 25th, so fingers crossed. All right, okay, so 25th, 26th. See, the thing is, it depends on Captain Hindsight, because he usually has his son with him during the weekend. You see, and there's a few people that are not they've kind of lost interest. So I know Captain Hindsight's definitely wanting to join, and I think Death Weapon will as well. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making a change to the podcast, so it would no longer just feature Far Cry. We're going to be talking about Halo and Halo Forge, you know, other creative games. And not just Halo, but, you know, other games will be part of that as well too. Far Cry will definitely be the main part, but it will be no... I think after... We'll see what happens after this next asset drop, but it will no longer be Far Cry 5 podcast. It'll just be podcast or gaming podcast or something like that. What do you guys think? Just because... You know, like I said, there's a lot of things that are going on behind the scenes, and and for up and coming YouTubers like myself, or video content creators, we need something else as well too. Do you know what I mean, to fulfill the channel? But type in the chat what you guys think. See, the thing is as well too, Halo is only specific for the Xbox, but there is a game that's coming out for the PlayStation 4 which is called Dreams. That's another creative game. Oh, you guys are just absolutely brilliant. Straight up, that's great. Anyway, let's get to playing. Well, Harry, that's one of the reasons why I didn't name my channel after Far Cry. I was going to call it like have like a Far Cry name. You got your Far Cry 5 stream playing arcade maps, so a change is welcome in the podcast. Cool. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you like the Friday night streams? Because if you remember, when I first started streaming, I was streaming I was trying to stream like 3 days a week, and I found it was just a little bit too much and overbearing. Do you know what I mean? But now I'm sort of like sticking to sort of like Friday night streaming, plus having the podcast like once a month, and I think that's really great. I just need to get some more content on the on my channel. Right. Okay. So loadout. Gunslinger, Space Cop. Let's go Gunslinger.
Assault.
Nope. 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 Shit's got me running all over the place. Where you at? Nope. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Oh no. Nope. 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 Oh hell no. Where you at? Nope. Back off. Nope. Go away. Nope. I'm up. No! Hell no! Nope. Nope. Oh shit, no. Nope. Back off. Back off. Come on. Back off. So back off. Back off. Nope. I'm out of it. Back off. Woo-hoo-hoo. Right, how many enemies is there? 40 odd. Oh. I like this. Okay. Right, the only thing about the map here that I found is it's a bit flat. So bumping up the floor would really be nice. If you bump up the floor, there's too many people start off with flat maps. The ground is too flat. So if I was going to critique it, this would be the first thing. Bump up the map a little bit. The ground, no ground is flat. And try putting some dirty pools of water and blood. Yeah, so making the ground a little bit more realistic. Ooh. Nope. Nope. Devil. Nope. Back off. Say hello to my little friend. Right, I'll get to the chat in 1 second. Bye bye. Bye bye. See ya. There you go.
Success.
Wow. Right. Move reset is my only multiplayer map, so go above. So to go above. Pretty proud. I want to improve it best I can, so thanks. Yeah, I would definitely say. I would definitely say that. If you want to set the tone and you want to set the atmosphere, I would say that you had some stairs that looked kind of out of place because it looked the stairs that you had looked too neat. So you can use you can actually use the decals for like you know, for or put some blood stains or put some sort of like some like worn out marks using the decals on top on the wooden stairs. Wooden stairs going outside, I'm not so sure about that, but I would probably use like any type of staircases that you're using outside. I would go for more of a sort of stone look. That's my personal preference, but it completely depends. That's what I would do. There's a Vietnam part of the map. Okay. So what I would do is bump the ground a little bit. No ground that you have outside ground is completely flat. So I would add, you know, I would definitely bump the ground. Probably put a couple of puddles in there. And I think if there's any, there might be some like mist or smoke effects that you can use to sort of like you know, give the place a sort of like a misty sort of like atmosphere, like a fog type atmosphere. I think that would be great. Considering it's near in the dark, but those are the things that I would do anyway. Greyhound, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I have a map called Legend. If you would like to check that out, gamer tag Greyhound. Is it called Legend? Right. Okay. Let's go back to arcade. I actually really enjoyed that map. I got so sucked in. Right, Psych. Lost Soldier just said in the Map Builders Club that IGN claims the next Far Cry 5 update will include scripting tools. Really? Scripting tools? That's a surprise. Scripting tools. I just got a message from Lost Soldier. Right, okay, he said the same thing. Yeah, IGN claims the next Far Cry 5 update will have scripting tools. Link on Ubisoft forums. So, right, you guys need to check that out. Sounds good. Thanks for the critique. Cool. Right, that's sweet. Scripting. See, this is the thing. I don't. Far Cry 5 again. Yeah, is straight out built for single player. It's mainly built for single player maps. The multiplayer section is just dying, seriously. Unfortunately, Harry, we're not going to get. Oh, that's what he reported previously in the chat. Unfortunately, Harry, yeah, we're not going to get any more game modes. Ubisoft have already stated they're not adding any more game modes as far as multiplayer is concerned. So I think that multiplayer is definitely going to die. There's only going to be a few people playing multiplayer. So, you know, for the third time, with multiplayers have been shafted. And it's back to sort of like the single player. So let me see. Solo, Greyhound. What's the map called? I Am Legend. Right. It's kind of funny as well too because I Am Legend. Dapper Hayden, he built a map last year, I think it was. Called I Am Legend, and I actually have the video on my YouTube channel. So if you want to check out Far Cry 4 tributes, Dapper Hayden, and I've got to look at my next tribute video. I don't know who I'm going to do that on because I had a lot of people were, you know what I mean? A lot of people were suggesting a lot of names for the next tribute video. Give me ammo. Right, okay. Search by map name, and it's called I Am Legend. Come on. I am I Am Legend. There's about like 3 of them. So, did you say it was a journey map? Greyhound. Hang on a second. I'll find it. Nope. Nope. What's it called? It says that your gamer tag, no assault. It's an assault. I thought your Greyhound, but it doesn't say here. It just says there's only 2 assaults. Is this the right one? Because none of them here are actually showing. If I look at assault, I look at that one. That's not the create. Your gamer tag is not on that. And then I look at this one. That's assault, and your gamer tag's not on that one. Go to journey. Nope. Journey. Nope. Journey. Nope. Type in my gamer tag. Right, okay. I will do that. Okay. Is it all in caps? Yes, it is. What was that? Did I miss something out? Alright. Just make sure that that's like 100%, right? Alright. I am legend assault. Okay. Survival. So how does survival work? It's kind of weird how that didn't come up. Because it says, do you know why it didn't? Do you know, Greyhound? Do you know why it didn't come up? It's because when you've put I am legend, you've put an L for an I, and that's the reason why it didn't come up. That's the reason why it didn't come up. So right, if you look at the beginning of the letter, it's L. So Elam legend. Is that a typo? Right, okay. I like to download the map as well too, so I can check it out in the editor later on. And then we'll get to slaying some zombies. That's weird. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know what's going on. It's weird. Let's play. Gonna make a map site next to the map swappers. That'll allow people to search maps by modify. So guys, what do you think about this scripting business in Far Cry? Because like how would scripting work? I don't understand how scripting work. It's got to be a rumor, right? It's got to be a rumor.
Assault.
Oh, that was weird. Come on, cat, do you think? Oh, am I outside the map? Am I meant to be here? I bet you I'm not. I'm not meant to be here. Oh, I've got freezing issues. Right, okay. Uber Oh, what's with that freezing, man? That's like a corner roast. Oh shit! It keeps freezing on me. Oh, zombie roast. Zombie roast. Don't even know where I'm going. I keep freezing every now and again as well, which is weird. It's interesting. So it's just like a zombie type apocalypse, right? Oh, shoot. How many? Oh, that freeze again. It's like a freeze in certain places. It's kind of weird. I'll tell you it's kind of funny. This reminds me of a game that I played way back in the days. What's it called now? I'm trying. Is it Serious Sam? Does anyone remember the Serious Sam series? I don't know. No, I get that freezing a lot. Back off. Right, I need some ammo. I'm running out of ammo. AK. Is that AK? That's not the AK. No, can't be. AK? It's been a while. That's not. That can't be the AK that the Which AK is that? I know an AK in real life. It's not AK who I used to rap with back in the days, is it? The basement days. It's not the same AK, is it? Can't be. Boom, 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 boom. Exploder. Serious Sam. Yeah. Serious Sam. Right, if objects could spawn on the scripting, you could make my decay. It comes spawning. You could probably do a lot with that. Oh, I'm gonna get corner roasted by some zombies. No. Oh. Zombie door roasted.
Defeat.
AK. Got to be AK. Like I says, I hope that's not the same AK that I used to know back in the day. Or is it a different AK? Yeah, that just reminds me of Serious Sam, man. If anyone knows, I mean Steve Botterill, like he knows the game I'm talking about. But it just reminds me of Serious Sam, running at you with testosterone. Right, so guys, who wants to see the zombie DLC? If you don't want any spoilers, switch off. But it looks like On the first one. Right, so zombies. Right, okay then, zombies. You want to see zombies then? Give me zombies, please. Everyone wants to see zombies. Right, sweet. Okay. Let's go zombies. Let's get to some zombie slaying. Zombie slaying, zombie playing, and roasted chemists. Add-on packs. Dead living zombies. Dead living zombies. Steve, man, thanks for dropping by as always. I will see you again next Friday and also Saturday or Sunday. Hoping it is the Sunday. If not, it'll be the Saturday. I've got a feeling it's going to be Saturday stream for that. As you can see, I've already played through 2 of them and haven't got past this next one. Everyone likes it. Okay then, Steve, listen, you enjoy the weekend, man. Take it easy. Let's start at the beginning. It says here, score attack. Let's just play normal. I like it because it's short and the replayability. So I think out of all of the DLCs, I think the zombies one is my favourite.
Oh, hey, have I got a script for you?
I
This
will
thing
be
is
back
grade
in
A
a
pure
sec.
gold. It's like Return of the Living Dead meets Bridges of Madison County, only better. Close your eyes and picture this. A top-secret military aircraft carrying top-secret cargo fucking explodes in midair after an engine malfunction, and the debris rains down over a secluded wheat farm in the middle of nowhere. What's this top-secret cargo, you ask? Dead soldiers that have been reanimated into zombie super soldiers. The echoing explosion wakes up the missus, and she's like, "Oh, honey, what was that? You need to go outside." "I'll check it out." But that's a bad idea, because our super soldier zombies are ready for war. Ah, there's zombies in my fucking field! This farmer is now the last line of defense to prevent a global zombie outbreak. Run! I'll take care of this shit! It's the middle of Middle America. Zombies on the doorstep. Our farmer's got, like, mysterious containers to shoot up. Let's call them mutation stations. It's a foggy night, and the...
Make it a clear night. The lens flares will look much better.
Yeah, I love it! Your cinematic signature is gonna be all over this! And these mutation stations would have glass capsules filled with zombie-making goo. I can just imagine our hero busting open that glass with some bullets. Ah! It's so fucking badass! Our hero gets to the shed and has to deal with more zombies.
We need a set piece here. It's not a shed, it's where they store gas.
Yeah, that is the kind of mainstreamness that this idea needs.
I forgot to unmute my mic. Can't believe I got completely roasted. Sorry about that, guys. I muted my mic. No.
It's the middle of Middle America. Zombies on the doorstep. Our farmer's got, like, mysterious containers to shoot up. Let's call them mutation stations. It's a foggy night, and the...
Make it a clear night. The lens flares will look much better.
Yeah, I love it! Your cinematic signature is gonna be all over this! And these mutation stations would have glass capsules filled with zombie-making goo. I can just imagine our hero busting open that glass with some bullets. Ah! It's so fucking badass!
Back off. Back off. Back off. Wrong one. There we go. Woo. Right, hit that barn. Grab some more ammo. Ooh, lovely jubbly. Oh, it's the sound of the flag. I don't know why it got me jumping. I thought it was footsteps behind me.
Our hero gets to the shed and has to deal with more zombies.
We need a set piece here. It's not a shed, it's where they store gas.
Yeah, that is the kind of mainstreamness that this idea needs.
That was close. Oh, is there anything in there? What a waste. Could have put something in here. They could have put something decent in here. There. No. There's got to be something in here. Nothing. Nope. Another thing. Oh well. That was a bit of a waste. Not around here. I took all the ammo from that.
Our hero's at the flaming wreckage. What's that? It's a zombie with its skull opened, brain exposed, and it's leaking toxic goo.
That's gross.
You want me to explain what happens when our hero headshots him?
Nah, I'm good.
There we go. Sucker. So what's everyone saying in the chat? Easter egg. I think there's a couple of Easter eggs on here. I probably wouldn't get them anyway. I'm not very good when it comes to Easter eggs.
There's a water tower. Our hero could get to the high ground. What's there? Nothing! It'll symbolize, like, climbing social ladders and the hollowness of the American dream.
We're talking about a blockbuster, not some artistic little indie. We need serious firepower up there.
Switch it for that. Go Rambo style. Right. I've still got that one over there to do, so let me see. Get this one over and done with. It's further away.
in the woods. The mysterious goo is making dead dogs come back to life.
No. Audiences will not like the idea of dead dogs.
Did I say dead dogs? I mean like zombie wolves. And then our hero finds a super shotgun. Think of the boomstick from Army of Darkness, but like with more boom.
The boomstick from Army of Darkness. I want it. Hope we get these hellhounds. Yeah, that's what I thought. Now back off. I think this is the last one.
You get a zombie! You get a zombie! You get a zombie! Everybody gets zombies!
I don't know why they didn't even touch me, man.
Terrestrials.
Yeah, so I know you did similar stuff in that TV show.
Could they
but
not have used
imagine it was
another
done
animal?
better.
Dogs was
I won
used in
awards for
COD
that show.
Zombies
And
mod.
you lost a bunch.
Know
Probably.
what? I'm gonna pass. Your idea was pretty basic.
Yeah, it
I'm
looks
only
okay.
responsible for the pizzazz.
Come on!
I like the. I'll tell you what I like about this DLC. I like the fact that it's in chapters. Do you know what I mean? So you've got different stories. So guys, you want to see? You want to see any more? I'll show you one more. If you want to see another one, then I'll definitely put another one out. It's not too bad because it's not too long. It doesn't keep you sort of like, you know, thing that. So I like it. Yes, more. Okay then. Want to see more? Next. Zombie cats. Greyhound, is that zombie cats or zombie pussies? Yes, I said that. Zombie cats or zombie pussies? Girlfriend's just shaking her head. Right, the bridge. play solo. The bridge. The bridge. So this is the last DLC I'm gonna do tonight.
First off, huge fan of your award-winning character-driven war movies.
Thanks.
Yeah. How about making one that's so intense it'll give the audience PTSD? Get ready for the best elevator pitch ever given in an elevator. Picture this. An elite spec ops team. They're fucking lighting up the undead on a dilapidated bridge. They're isolated, surrounded by water, but they give no fucks because they're the
That's
best.
That's a good thing. Using the tractor to mow over the zombies. I didn't
Killing
think of
zombies?
that.
Yeah, they can do that all day with the right support, of course. But sometimes support fucks up. Supporting. Oops. You guys dropped us on the wrong side! I'll send my guys ahead! We're gonna need ammo! What happens when the bullets run dry and mission annihilation turns into mission survivalization? Only way we're gonna live is by surviving!
A war where the enemy's already dead. It's half interesting.
Our hero has to get to the ammo drop.
Or else they die and become the enemy. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing this.
Let's go.
Imagine the 405 and the 101 fucked each other. This bridge would be the offspring.
So it's moving backwards.
Back off. It's kind of funny because even though we wanted sort of like zombies and stuff like that, it doesn't, for me, the zombies doesn't give me the sort of fright that it once used to, when I was playing like Left 4 Dead games, or what's that there's another game with zombies in it, and I've forgotten what you call it, Dead Island, the Dead Island series. I mean, for me, the last time I ever feared any kind of zombies, it's got to have been Capcom's. I'm just trying to think of the name of the game now. I can't even think of it. It's Capcom series. It's Resident Evil. That's it. Resident Evil series. I remember that was the last one that kind of gave me the heebie-jeebies. But I was kind of young though when they came out. It was more of a case of what do you call it? Resident Evil 1, 2, and I think was it Resident Evil 4. There was that Nemesis as well too. I think it was Resident Evil 3, where you was getting chased by that. Dying Light. I need to finish that game off. Dying Light. Yeah, Dying Light. So the last sort of games that sort of like zombie games that kind of sort of spooked me was those. But now it's like these games are just meh. Am I going the right way? I screwed up somewhere. Oh, I'm going backwards, man. What am I doing? Losing complete focus.
No humans around, right? No dialogue, just a zombie massacre.
Is that all of them? Yeah, that's all of them. Well, that was a bit easier than the first time I played that.
So, a gas truck leaked gas, and now it's a road of fire, baby!
But what does this mean to the hero?
The fire represents their anger issues. Instead of dealing with it, they're avoiding it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. A little bit of hop skip.
Okay, so then there's a flipped train. Wait a minute! It's a fucking flipped gas tanker! The explosion will make people shit themselves!
Really?
Is there a way to show something about the main character?
We are! They know how to explode things.
Back on. Back on.
The hero's gotta find a way down. If you were to put the story beats on a graph, this would be the low point in the movie, and the bridge.
In my career.
You say something?
Nope.
Now, the hero finds themselves with literally nowhere to go. Literally.
Maybe we can hear the hero's inner monologue. There's despair, loss.
Or they can just use a cool grappling hook! And our hero sees a giant cage. What was in it?
Maybe the cage can remind the hero of their time as a prisoner of war.
Sure, and the zombies here represent, I don't know, the people they saw die.
Interesting.
Rings. Come on, come on. Get rings. I don't know, this seems to be interesting as DLC. I like the sort of like foggy areas.
Right here, the hero sees that a zombie has turned their buddy into an all-you-can-eat buffet.
And how does this make the character feel?
Hopefully it grows the fuck out.
Back off. I don't think there's anything in there apart from that shotgun. Yeah. Okay. Oh well. That was easy. Can't believe that was easy. That was way too easy. It would be great for like, you know, some sort of like survival mode where you had like an infinite amount or horde mode or something like that. That would be fantastic.
Okay, so the hero has to cut through a homeless hideout inside the bridge. Zombies are there having a freaking zombie feast.
What are you trying to say here about the homeless issue?
That homelessness is bad.
Really going out on a limb with that, huh?
Look, homelessness is a real important issue for me. I want everyone in the world to have a home and a shelf filled with Blu-rays of all the movies I make.
Back off. Trying to roast me, man, even when he's dead. Trying to roast me. Harry. This gameplay just looks like an arcade map. It literally just... It's dogs. Or watch dogs, that's... Do you know what? I'm not going to say. I mean, to be honest, a lot of the stuff has been taken from the game, but there's some things that we don't have. But at the end of the day, I don't know all of the assets in the whole game. So even if they did use the assets and then sold us back to the game, so it's like that we're paying for editor assets. I don't know. It's one of those things, isn't it? You can't really tell 100%, but oh,
and then the main character gets to the ammo drop, and there's dun-dun-dun-da! Ha-ha! A new gun! One more character? How about a fucking zombie Sasquatch character? Boom! Plot twist! Ha! In your bite your face, zombie!
Over real quick.
So, the Sasquatch is fucking toast! That's cool, right?
It ends on a duel with a monster.
No! Our hero sees a way out.
It's like a journey type map, isn't it?
What's that? More zombies! All right!
Oh, that's just...
Explosion here! Explosion there!
I think she was playing peekaboo. Peekaboo. That's gotta be it, right?
So, the hero sees a checkpoint. It's the end. Or is it? Bam!
Wow.
What does our hero find at the end? Another soldier who sees our hero as just another zombie. Bam! Headshot! Roll credits.
I'm gonna pass. Seems heavy on the action and light on character development.
Speaking of development,
I don't know.
how about a
I don't know if.
development deal?
How about you leave now and I won't press
Yeah,
charges?
I don't know if they'll release that. I mean, it's possible. But there it is for the night, guys. That's part of the DLC. Like I said, I like the fact that it's in chapters. I've already played through parts of this once already. Do you know what I mean? So playing through it a second time, it does have its replayability, which I like. It would be pretty. Oh, no problem, Remo. It would be pretty stinky, yeah, if the DLC was made out of the assets and they actually sold us the DLC on that fact. So that would be pretty jank. But you know, like I said, it is what it is, and most of us bought the game not for the, you know, not much for the DLC or the gameplay or anything like that, but mainly for the map editor, for the creativity. But it's nice to play some of their maps anyway, at least. DLC, I just don't know. Out of all of the DLC that they've dropped, I think the Zombies is probably my most favorite. It's action packed, it's fast paced. You're not sitting there twiddling your thumbs. So yeah. So anyway, guys, I'm out of here. That's my Friday night stream. I'm looking forward to the podcast number 12, which is next week, and we'll be adding some more. We'll be adding some more games like the new Halo Infinite, and talking about the Forge, because that's another creative medium. And we'll be talking about Dreams as well too. So there's a game called Dreams on the PlayStation 4, and Halo Infinite that has the next Forge in it, I believe. So I'm gonna have to do some digging for the next podcast. So I think the next podcast is going to be absolutely fantastic. And obviously we'll be changing the way that the podcast is. So podcast 12 will no longer be called Far Cry 5, but it will also feature other sort of like creative games in there, and obviously not just Dreams and not just Halo Forge, but I might throw a little bit of Spider-Man in there as well too, because I can't wait to get hold of Spider-Man. That'll be, you know, so there'll be a variety of games that we do talk about, but Far Cry is the main one. So guys, thank you very much for joining the stream. It's been an absolute pleasure. Take it easy, and I can't wait to see you guys next week, next Friday, and on the next podcast. Take it easy and peace.